Cecile from the High Creation. This is Tony here. I miss you guys. I have been doing a lot of projects, but I'm just recording, so therefore you will start seeing a lot of them being uploaded on my screen. As you can see, I have my little ponytails in today. Didn't feel like doing my hair. I just washed it and everything. But to get on to what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be doing some door hangers from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be using this round door hanger here, and it's going to be some welcome signs for the church. So I have cut out my vinyl from the Cricut Maker 3. I'm going to be using some stain, some chalk paint, and some little flooring, not too much floor. And I'm going to be using a bow. So to get started, I'm just going to go ahead and let you see exactly what. Now, this is my first Dollar Tree welcome sign. Dollar Tree welcome anything. I haven't done any signs like this before, so it's going to be my first attempt. And I'm going to have you looking over top instead of having you face to face, because I'm working in my dining room right now. So without further ado, let's get started. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and take my rag, which is my t-shirt, and I'm just going to paint the top with it. Let me pull this down some on my box. And I just have this box here to set it up a little bit. I didn't want all of that, but we're going to go ahead. Now this is old, so hopefully, as you can see, as I'm staining it, it's coming out pretty good. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to wait for it to dry that long. And I'm just putting it on here like so, making sure I got everything covered here at the top. And as I said, I'm going to be doing two, and I'm just going from side to side, making sure the coverage is all good. And then I'm going to put a second coat on for this one. I think this look good like this, y'all. This is real pretty. While I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and do the back and cover that all the way. When I take that tape off, I'll go ahead and, this is the rough side here, I'll go ahead and just put some wood stain on it. But as you can see, it's a little rough back here, but this is my back, of course. I just don't want the back to look crazy when it's hung up at the church. And I'm just going around it real careful. And again, I would do that tape side after I finish. Now finished both sides, and I'm going to put this Dollar Tree vinyl on the back. That's what I decided to do. And I decided to go with a black bottom covered color. So here I am laying out this vinyl, And I mean, the vinyl is good, but it doesn't really adhere to the wood that well, but I made it work. So as you can see, I didn't paint those edges where the tape was because I decided to put the vinyl on it. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this vinyl. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'll get there. And after I lay this out and everything, I'm going to rub it down real good. So here I finally got the edges down, and I'm just going to tear down about 1.5 inches or so. And I'm going to place it on the wood and try to center it. I'm not good at watching stuff as far as laying it down or everything, so it takes me a little bit of time to actually do that. And eventually I get it together, but as you're going to see here, I'm going to pull it out and then lift it back up again, and then I'll go ahead and center it correctly the way that it's supposed to be. So I figured it out right here, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it down and then unravel the paper so it can actually come all the way over that wood plank. So now I'm rubbing it across and everything to have it adhere to the circle, so I can go ahead and pinch in all the ends, making sure that it's laying as flat as it can, and I'm pushing around the edges so that when I get my X-Acto knife, it'll be easier for me to cut because the edges will be bent, so to speak. And it really didn't stick that well working with it. And as you can see, I'm using my scraper to see if I can, push it in a little bit more. And I'm going to go around the edges and make those creases. As you can see, which will give me a better cut. Now I'm turning it around and going to begin cutting it. And as I cut it, I'm going to go ahead and speed this part around. This part. I finished everything. And here is my welcome sign that I had painted white and did some black brushes on the front of it. I tried to work with raising this welcome sign up, and I put 4 magnets on it, and they stuck to the magnet pretty well, but I also had some of those adhesive dots at the end of them as well, or in the inside of them as well. And now I'm going to try to put some Gorilla Glue on it. It ain't hot, I'm sorry. And that's what I'm doing here. And I figured that, this is wood, so this is magnet, so it'll give it a little bit more strength. So as I'm rubbing it all, just a small amount all over the 4 magnets, I'm using a screw, just a little a stick, instead of squeezing it out and getting messy with it. And once I have gotten all of this onto the magnet where it covers it, I'm now going to be putting a little hot glue on it, just to give it a little bit more faster selling. And I go ahead and put it on all 4. As you can see, literally just putting a little bit on it. And as I put it on to the wood piece, it stuck very well in the front, but the wood actually is warped. So by that being said, it would not stay down. It wouldn't hold. I had tried to put things on it, but it wouldn't hold, so I decided to take it off, and this is the result. I also put Podge to have it give that shine off, and I did a messy bow, and I'm going to show you how I did the messy bow, but there's plenty of video that I'm just going to demonstrate one that I struggled to do, as you saw. The one on the welcome sign, I really struggled because I never made a messy bow before, and I wanted to, you know, just be a little bit creative, because a bow would have been too big, you know, and awkward on particular wood plank, because it wasn't that round, or should I say, it wasn't that big of a round piece. Now, if I would have had one from places like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, theirs are much bigger than the ones we get at the Dollar Tree. So if I'm not mistaken, these strips of ribbon, I just cut them off. I didn't cut them at no particular size. I said I'll figure it out once I get it the way that I want it, and I'll just cut it down as I lay it onto the wood piece. I couldn't, you know, figure out exactly how I wanted it. I knew that I had to form an X and then grab it in the middle. So here I decided to put one of the 7/8 piece ribbon on top of the 2 and the 1.5 inch ribbons, and then I'll go ahead and scrunch it up in the middle. So as I'm scrunching it up, I have a little problem, of course, if you used to watching my videos, with arthritis, and those of you who aren't, I'm just letting you know I have problems with arthritis, so to pinch things and hold them, you know, steady is sometimes difficult. So here I'm just spreading them out, trying to get the little creases out of the middle and form, you know, this messy bow the way that I would like for it to lay. I have a cut off of, it's like 1/4 of a piece of what is this, pipe cleaner here, and I'm gonna go ahead and twist that on as tight as I can, and I'm just twisting it around, and here is my result. And now again, I'm just pulling everything out how I would like for it to flow, and I'm gonna go ahead and ducktail one of the ends, and I'm gonna fold it over and turn it around so that I can cut it at a diagonal at the end there, going across. And again, this particular style ribbon making could be found anywhere on YouTube, but you cut down in a diagonal and go towards the end to get your duck points. I think that's what it is. And here's the result. I think it came out marvelous, and I really appreciate you looking to the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you have a marvelous day.